Israel conflict of conciliation. Now I want to read to you a statement made by a Jew, an Austrian-German Jew, Leopold Weiss. He was a reporter for the German newspaper Frankfurter Zeitung. In 1922, he goes to Jerusalem. And the Jews had a gathering, private gathering. Dr. Weizmann was the head. Ben Gurion was there. And this other, Ben Begin and all. They were all young men. They were all there. And they were planning on the map. A map of Palestine was laid out. And Weizmann was saying that now we'll take this like that. And this is how we'll take this place. And so after listening to all this young Jew, he was 22 years old, a reporter for this newspaper. He said, but what about the Arabs? So Weizmann said, so what about the Arabs? He says, you know, there are a majority in the country. So Weizmann says, they won't be majority for long. They won't be majority for long. So he says, now, it struck him that these people, you know, they want to share out a people's land. They are there, they're living there, and they rob them of their land. So he said, he's saying, later on he writes a book and he says, how was it possible? I wondered, how was it possible for people endowed with so much creative intelligence as the Jews? He's a Jew himself. There is no doubt about it. So much creative intelligence as the Jews to think of the Zionist-Arab conflict in Jewish terms alone. Did they not realize that the problem of the Jews in Palestine could, in the long run, be solved only through friendly cooperation with the Arabs? Didn't they realize that? Were they so hopelessly blind to the painful future which their policy must bring? To the struggles, bitterness, and the hatred to which the Jewish island, even if temporarily successful, would forever remain exposed in the midst of a hostile Arab sea? And how strange, I thought, this young Jew says, that a nation which had suffered so many wrongs in the course of its long and sorrowful dispersion was now in single-minded pursuit of its own goal, ready to inflict a grievous wrong on another nation, and a nation too that was innocent of all that past Jewish suffering. Such a phenomena, I knew, was not unknown to history, but it made me, nonetheless, very sad to see it enacted before my eyes. How does it happen that such a highly intellectual community, wallah they are, that they can think so selfishly and so brutally what Hitler had done to them, now they are prepared to do to another nation and who were not responsible for the sufferings? How is it possible? It is possible. People can be brainwashed. You can be brainwashed. We all can be brainwashed. I know the Americans don't like the term brainwashing, brainwashed. They say programmed. We all can be programmed. I was corrected in my first trip to America. I was telling the audience in Berkeley University, said, you have been brainwashed. So one young man stood up, says, no, not brainwashed, programmed. I said, sorry, from now on, you programmed. Now people can be programmed. Now I'll give you my experience. How people can be programmed. And how they can be reprogrammed. I happen to work for Jews. I'm not standing here before you because the Jews are paying me. Wallah, no Jews pays me anything. I happen to work for Jews in a furniture shop as a dispatch clerk. One day,